sit and watch the world go by and find myself just wondering why there's so much hurt and pain. Well, I don't know why. I don't know why. And many times I've tried so hard to stop the feeling in my heart, all the things that make me cry. Well, I don't know why. I don't know why. Now is the time for us to change the world before we die. We must stop, take a look how we're living, and live together, you and I. People come and people go, a billion souls will never know how it feels to be alive. Well, I don't know why. I don't know why. Now is the time for us to change the world before we die. We must stop, take a look how we're living. Is the time for us to change the world before we die. We must stop, take a look how we're living, and live together, you and I, and live together to survive, and live together, you and I. Learn to live together. learn to live together. To survive, we must learn to live together. We must learn to live together. Learn to live together. You and I, we must learn to live together. Learn to live
How good is that? A track from my first guest today, Kenny Herbert. Good afternoon, Kenny.
Afternoon, Mark.
The album is the last song in Abbey Road, and you recorded that a number of years ago.
Yeah, it was a good number of years ago when I was but a youth.
You were going to say when I was young, but
It was a great experience going to Abbey Road for the first time, especially when you're such a big Beatles fan and you're down there recording your own song. And you've got complete control over the studio too, and you're recording where the Beatles recorded most of their tracks, and you're playing the Steinway piano that had played Hey Jude and Long and Winding Road, and that's what that was played on as well, you know. And obviously there's a kind of link to the Beatles because of my main influence is Lennon McCartney as writer.
Yeah.
So if I'm writing myself or writing Rob Howitt or Dave Payton or whoever, we always try to kind of tip our hats to our influences and idols, really.
yeah, I mean, as soon as I put that on, I said to you, very Beatles-esque.
Yeah,
And
it's got a kind of feeling of Fool on the Hill at the start, you know. So, but I was kind of lucky on that one because I'd hired the string section from, not the whole string section, but 4 players from the LSO, and all the string parts were scored out for them, and they came in and they played it once perfectly the first time they sat down, and they were in and out the studio in 50 minutes, and the end result.
See,
was
that's what
just
happens when you pay
fantastic.
people by the hour.
And yeah, well, actually, I suppose so. They were doing it as we will call a homer, so to speak. But it was a great experience.
So to give you your full introduction, you're Kenny Herbert. You're a singer-songwriter from
Yes.
Edinburgh.
I am.
You're part of the Apple Beggars with Rob Howitt.
Yeah, the Apple Beggars is my kind of concept that I came up with for a band, and because I had played with Rob Howitt for so long and various other really good pro musicians, I decided to get an identity so that people could recognise and come and see us when we're playing together as a unit. So the Apple Beggars goes from whether we're playing as a duo, a trio, or a 5-piece or a 6-piece, you know. So usually we do a couple of really big gigs every year at the Caves, which we play as a 5-piece or 6-piece, and we have somebody to support us. Other times we just do smaller gigs, which is acoustically with Rab. You know.
Equally as good and
Aye.
equally as rewarding
Thank you.
musically.
Thank you very much.
Now, we're keen to talk about your new music, the stuff that you've just recently recorded down in Abbey Road as well. But I'm going to take you right back to the very start, and because, as you say, Lennon McCartney, massive influences.
Yeah.
When did all that start for you, Kenny? When
For
did
me?
when the songwriting and the influence start to come through into you
I
musically?
actually didn't start songwriting until probably the late 80s, really, to be honest. And the reason I started, I was working in the theatre for a while in the Netherbow and Traverse and stuff, and but I decided there was a girl singer called Amanda Lyon who was singing, and I decided I'll write some songs. So that's really when I started songwriting, and so I wrote a number of songs for her, and she was actually signed to Simon Cowell, but it eventually didn't quite work out how they imagined it would work out. But so from then on, I just started writing for myself and writing for other artists if anybody was interested in having me write a song for them, and I thought I could be beneficial to their career and also mine, because it was my ambition to be a songwriter, you know. Wasn't particularly to be an artist, but the bonus is I can sing a wee bit and I can play a wee bit, so, you know, enjoy yourself.
It has been noted.
Aye.
People have noted it in various circles. So it's not just the style that you've put into, because it's your own sort of personal passion that you've put into your own music, but you've written loads of different styles for other people as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was songwriting. Sometimes with songwriting, and I prefer to kind of write from the heart. I mean, the number of songs I've written over the last 4 or 5 years, kind of been influenced by my own kind of personal situation, personal feelings, and whether I've written them for Caroline or not. It's just how I write, and you have to be as honest as you possibly can when you're songwriting. But sometimes I get a theme, like the song. I think I'm going to play a live song just now, but the song I'm going to play is called "He'll Always Be John Wayne to Me," and this song, we recorded it live at Abbey Road last year when I recorded Caroline, and it came about because I do boxing training down at Loch End Boxing, so I was taking
I better watch what I'm saying.
another Americana artist called Stevie Agnew, who's brilliant, who's really a great.
Stevie's been on the show as well, yeah?
Yeah, he's a great singer and song. So I was taking Stevie down there, and after a few of the sessions, Stevie went, "Something, Kenny, you'll always be John Wayne to me." I says,
You sounded just like him.
"Thanks very much, Steve." I says, "That's very, very good of you, pal." I said, "I appreciate that. I'm going to write a song about that." So I went away and wrote this song called "He'll Always Be John Wayne to Me." So
You might as well play it for us then, Kenny.
okay, well, it goes like this.
People say he is just a bad guy. People say he's dangerous, you see. The thing you gotta know, it's all just hearsay. You'll always be John Wayne to me. Now I once knew this guy, came across rather shy, didn't really know his name, but I knew from the start that he had an angel heart, made him my friend just the same. People say he is just a bad guy. People say he's dangerous, you see. The thing you gotta know, it's all just hearsay. He'll always be John Wayne to me. No matter what he says, I know he has true grit. He'll carry on and see the moment through. As the world goes by in a blink of an eye, he'll take the blows and keep it true. People say he is just a bad guy. People say he's dangerous, you see. The thing you gotta know, it's all just hearsay. He'll always be John Wayne to me. He'll always be John Wayne to me. He'll always be John Wayne to me. You better bet your life, sister. The hell it is.
The fabulous sounds of Kenny Herbert. Be back talking to Kenny very, very shortly. And if you have just tuned in, we're having a little live session here with the one and only Kenny Herbert. They're going to give us another wee song. Tell us a wee bit about this song you're going to play, Kenny.
This song is called "It's Never Too Late to Be Happy," and it's for kind of people that find happiness at very unexpected times of their life, because I went to a concert with Tommy Emmanuel and he said those words, "It's never too late to be happy." So I came back from the concert and decided to write this wee song, and I was kind of inspired a wee bit by his chord progressions and the way he played that night. So I've done this kind of, it's a wee bit commercial, kind of old style song, but hope you like it.
It's never too late to be happy, no matter where you are. There's only so much written here today of your life story so far. Another day, a new beginning, thinking all you do and see. You can change it all tomorrow, find a better place to be. Give all your love and understanding. Think on further down the line. Give all your love and understanding. Give your eyes a reason to shine. It's never too late to be happy. No more fear and no more pain. Changing all the wars to peace, say brighter days again. Give all your love and understanding. Think on further down the line. Give all your love and understanding. Give your eyes a reason to shine. Stand up for all you believe in. Let no one break your will. In life we all need hope and love to live. You gotta stop and send this message to the world. Give all your love and understanding. Think on further down the line. Give all your love and understanding. Give your eyes a reason to shine all the time.
It's never too late to be happy. Kenny Herbert, great stuff, Kenny.
Thanks, mate.
Absolutely great. I love having live sessions, and especially when it's when the music's so good. I've got to
Thank
say.
you. It's what music's about, you know. Really, you've got to enjoy. I've got a golden rule when I'm playing songs that are singing songs. I do not sing a song I don't like. I have to like the song to perform it with the emotion and the feeling that I've either written it with or somebody else has written it with, you know. So.
It's a good rule of thumb, to be honest.
Aye, good.
Because
Well, you know that. You're a singer,
you know
saying that.
that's right, and you know the audience will see it as well.
Aye.
You know the audience will see the passion.
It always comes across the passion, yeah. I always kind of say when we're playing a band situation to the band, you know, I says you must try and perform and look happy, because the audience look at you and they say, "Oh, they don't look too happy," and it transposes in the music. Yeah.
There's nothing worse than watching a band and they're looking at the floor.
Aye, well, I've played in a few bands like that.
It's quite. I feel it's quite uncomfortable,
Yeah,
you know, to watch. Because
You have to play for each other in a band situation, as you know. You have to play. It's the space you've not got to play in the space that's left. You've got to leave that space, you know, and that's what you've got to do as a musician and a band member. You've got to be respectful towards your fellow players, definitely, you know.
Which can be difficult.
Aye, that's where the mallet comes in handy, down in your guitar case.
A rubber mallet, because of course we're not advocating
Oh,
hitting-
no, I
hitting
wouldn't.
people
Just-
with
Just one of
instruments.
these that makes the noise when you hit somebody on the head.
That was quite good.
Thank you.
Improvisation. Now, you are a regular player down, is it the Beatles Week that they have down in Liverpool?
Beatle Week, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Over the last few years, we've always went down to celebrate our love for the Beatles. Really, to be honest, that's first and foremost, you know. And last year, we Rabbi and myself went down as Apple Beggars as a duo, and we played in the Cavern quite a bit, and a couple of other venues. And you go down well because people come from all over the world, you know. So there's about 500,000 people coming to Liverpool that
Yeah.
weekend, and it's great fun, and it's just enjoying music, you know, and it's enjoying playing the music you love and you grew up with as well, you know. So, but this year I went down and I just did a solo thing on a boat. And as I was saying to you, I was standing on the bridge and the audience were on the deck and on the quayside, and I just got to sing a lot of my original songs, like the song you've just heard, and it was great fun. And I sang a lot of covers as well. I sang some Beatles covers, and which went down well. And until the rain came down, and that was the end of it. So we managed the whole set, and that was it. But it was good fun, and that's how music should be, first and foremost.
I like the fact that after so many years in the business, Kenny, that you know you still enjoy it. You still
Yeah, I've still got the same enthusiasm as I had. I probably wish that I had really started when I was writing songs a wee bit when I was a wee bit younger. All my pals kind of did, you know. Davy Payton written worldwide songs, and I went off at his ability and talent, and he's helped me over the last 15 years get better as a musician and a songwriter as well, you know.
a talented man he is.
He certainly is, aye.
He certainly is.
He's a good lad to boot.
He is. He's been on. I think he's been in here 2 or 3 times
Aye.
with me as well.
Aye,
And
yes.
yeah, very, very down to earth for a man who's done.
Yeah, if I've done it all, aye.
Extremely well in the business.
Aye, you're right.
Now you have this passion as well for Abbey Road. I mean,
Yeah.
it was about 10 years ago that you first went down there and recorded your first album.
Yeah.
But you've paid a more recent visit.
Yeah, it was last year about this time. Actually, I went to Abbey Road because I'd written a song for my fiancée Caroline, who I kind of met and fell in love with, and decided this is the girl for all time for me. So I wrote this song called Caroline, and I always said I'd record it at Abbey Road, and I was never in the position to do it for the first few years. But then things became a bit better, and I decided, right, I'm going to Abbey Road to record this. So Davy Payton did the post-production for it, and we went down to Abbey Road and recorded it live. So
Tell us, for the benefit of the listeners, tell
Yeah.
us a bit about the experience of Abbey Road, because it's iconic.
yeah,
and,
it's kind of one of these places where you go in and you're overawed a wee bit, because you go into the main studio, well, Studio 2, which was the Beatles studio, and you go down those famous steps, and the clock's still on the wall that you recognise from every video and every photograph that you've always seen of the Beatles. And you look at the layout of the studio and you realise, right, this is where McCartney was, this is where Lennon was standing, that's the piano, there's the upright, there's the Hammond organ that they played. And when you stand in the middle of Abbey Road, the ambience of the vocal, you can virtually sing without a mic, because it's a massive old studio that used to house orchestras before, you know. So the natural sound is just unbeatable, really, to be honest, you know. So the engineers really don't, but everything's the same. They still have the original part of the original desk as well, with the analog desk, but I mean everything's digital now, of course, but they still have all the echo rooms and the plate rooms that they had there, and you still get to go to the canteen where all the boys went. And if you look at a list of all the number ones that have been recorded in Abbey Road, it's like, you know, Cilla Black, Jerry Pacemakers, all the Hollies, all the top Searchers, all the top 60s bands.
Yeah.
And then all the modern bands, Stereophonics, Oasis and everything. The engineer I had the last time had been the engineer on the Oasis session, which they had booked into Abbey Road for a month. And when you book into Abbey Road, it's up to you whether you go in 8 o'clock till you get as long as you want, as long as you're willing to pay for it, you know. But so they had booked in 24 hours.